can't stop ratting. Munchie B is a motherfucking rat. He's a rat and a rat just can't stop ratting. Munchie B is a motherfucking rat. He's a rat and a rat just can't stop ratting. Munchie B is a motherfucking rat. He's a rat and a rat just can't stop ratting. Munchie B is a motherfucking rat. He's a rat and a rat just can't stop ratting. Munchie B is a rat. Call it what you want to call it. Just call it the right way. That's all I'm saying. At some point in time, we got to call a ball, a strike, a strike. But what's the dinner now, man? Shout out to my player, Ponder 730, Jake Beasy. Man, we're here, man. It's another live that's hosted by yours truly, man, Bobby Ye, Imperial Vision. And we're going to jump into it. We ain't going to wait too much time and all this and all that. We're going to jump straight into the content. This is Munchie B getting into a disagreement with Poetikk Flakko. I wish somebody had just come straight out and speak about Munchie B's and Poetikk Flakko's relationship, the real relationship. The real relationship. Let me say that one more time for the motherfuckers in the back that's hearing impaired. I wish somebody would come on here to this internet and talk about the true affairs of Munchie B and Poetikk Flakko. That's what I hope. Now, you can say, well, he tricked Munchie B. Munchie ain't know. How could you not know? How could you not know? How could you? Come on. Tell me again. Tell me again. Come on. I ain't got to say too much, man. I ain't got to say too much, man. I ain't got to say too much. My folks then, come on. And you can say, well, he tricked Munchie B. Ain't that much tricking in the world. Hey, Munchie B, hey, I got some chicks that's coming over, that a little later. If you want to swing by, I got a chick especially for you, Munchie. And you know, Munchie on the B team, you know, they be stuttering and shit. You know what I mean? It's hard to understand what they saying. You know what I'm talking about? It's hard to understand what they saying because you got this motherfucker stuttering. You got Munchie B responding stuttering. You know what I mean? So you can't come on and say he blood tricked me. No. It ain't that much tricking in the world. Spider Loke already put it out there. Frank Nitty, what's the dinner there, man? That's my player partner right there, man. But Spider Loke already put it out there how he start feeling when he be feeling off that stuff that he be drinking on, and he start feeling those ways that he be feeling, and anybody can get it at that point. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not turning this into an expose against Poetikk Flakko nor Munchie B, the B team captain. Ashley Neely says, then tried to handle Flakko, and Flakko dropped that information on the internet, on the reels. Hey, see, listen, homie. I learned as a youngster, right? You don't expose females, right, to gangster type of SHIT. If I'm talking about some gangster you know what I mean? I'm talking about some real certified stuff. 9 times out of 10, I remove myself away from that female, even though we're talking about a different type of individual here. But if you know, you know, right? It's certain things that's not supposed to be exposed or divulged to a female because that female get into it. Some females, not all females. So to the sisters out there, I love y'all. Forgive me for my broad generalization. Like I say, broad generalization shows the depths of a person ignorant. So forgive me for speaking out of ignorance. A lot of females that's in love with a guy, you can hurt her, disappoint her, reject her, switch up on her. And all the pillow talking that you did to her, some of them females can't wait to run it. Remember you said this? Remember you said that? It was just a video that I just watched on the internet where a female told her dude, yeah, well, tell them how you unalive wooty woo woo. So it's certain things that you shouldn't expose a woman to. It's certain pillow talking that you should never do. Munchie B is going to have to learn this the hard way. Munchie B and Poetikk Flakko, special kind of relationship. That's all I'm going to say. Let's jump into this content, man. Hey, shout out to YG. I became a semi-fan of his music last night, man. That performance that the Pyrus, the Damus came together and put on, man, that was amazing. At the end, I had already left by then. Once they the dude, I'm doing from the deuce, the fool, once they put him back on to do one of his songs, I had to go. I wasn't too much feeling that, but what I was feeling is black men coming together peacefully. Man, I love that shit, man. When the next one? When y'all gonna do it again? Is there any Crips out there that they can get? Oh, I believe it was number one. If it wasn't my kinfolks number one, forgive me. But somebody said Dom Kennedy and was it Roddy Ricch? Was it? Nah, I don't think it was Roddy Ricch. It was Dom Kennedy and somebody. But I don't think, yeah, Dom Kennedy, oh, he from the 40s, right? Something like that. That'd be amazing, man. If the Crips can come together, Crips, please, man. See what the Pyrus is doing, and you don't have to emulate it, but at least allow that to motivate us to get our stuff together and have a peaceful Crip march. Let's get two prominent Crips in the hip-hop entertainment industry out there in Los Angeles. Let's get them together and let's do the same, man. And if we can do that, let's try to, bridge the gaps and all this and all that. But without further ado, man, we're going to get into this content of Munchie B getting into it with a significant, with Munchie B getting into a Poetikk Flakko. Let me just cue this up. Ashley Neely, welcome to the platform. It's a blessing to have you here. You know what I mean? We love on our people and all this and all that. The great Mondi, I believe you been here before, but it's an abundance of love. Speak on it 333. He brought up Pay Gotti. Heard of her? Yeah, motherfucking right. He brought out the little homie Pay Gotti, man. Shout out to Pay Gotti. Continue to make waves, homie. Continue to be creative. Continue to do your thing. See, this is what I love about the little homie Pay Gotti, man. He grabbing a lot of the youngsters in the projects, and not only is he showing them the way, he putting them in position to make a way for themselves. He making music with them. He's getting them out the projects, homie, and that's a homie right there. It's a lot of dudes that's from, communities coming from where we come from. They want all the limelight to be on them. But the little dude, Pay Gotti, man, that little dude, man, God bless that dude. Please, God, increase his blessings and let his cup run over with blessings and allow him to continue to be a leader down there with them youngsters in the Pure Courts housing projects, man, and show them the way, man. Shout out to Pay Gotti. Thank you, YG, for taking a little homie up under your thinning name, man, and giving him that publicity that that he deserves. You feel what I'm saying? 09SSD says, hi, I'm from Sweden. Welcome to the platform, my amazing person from Sweden. It's an honor to have you here. Let's get into this content, man. Munchie B and his Munchie B and his ex-co-worker. Let's cue this up, man. Make sure y'all can see it.
I almost made Doughboy and settled on in.
He's straight. Rio's far from a dummy, far from a bum, bro. Hold on. What you say? He can do all the drugs he wants. Got a very extensive vocabulary. He's accomplishing.
What the drugs got to do with him having an extensive vocabulary? Okay, Munchie. Sometimes you talk too much and you be telling without knowing that you're telling.
Battle rap. Where's the bums? Ricky's a cool. Where's the bums? Because
Berkeley graduate.
Because you left and you just. How you leave, be successful, and still disgruntled? I'm confused. What are you mad at?
Okay. Yes. He's still here?
Okay, perfect, right?
Oh, wait, hold on. Cool. It's more.
So what is this?
I think it's something that we missed. Hold on.
Because you might feel like, I'm never going to be able to be on a podcast with these people. I feel like the average person don't really feel that way. What up?
Yo, listen, man. You know that guy that, whatever, like, third grade, like, elementary, like, reverse psychology is not gonna work. Listen, bro, Adam see me.
Work on who?
Like, destroying you bum-ass niggas, and that's not a slight at Adam. Like, Adam knows y'all are bum-ass. So, like, for y'all to say, Oh my God, Adam, why do you still fuck with?
I agree. Majority of the dudes that go on there, no matter how hard and how gangster they are in the streets, some of you guys are of low vibrations, low intelligence, and the frequency that you're vibrating on is so low to where your aspirations is to seek clout by any means necessary, even if it's detrimental to your people and your image. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of agree with Poetikk Flakko was saying, and he does do a pretty decent job at provoking and poking the bear as it comes to gang members, especially the ones on No Jumper. But let's get back into the content.
Flakko, when he be calling us bum ass niggas.
Flakko, hold on. When you say bum ass, you talking about Rios too?
No.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, Flakko already told me yesterday he wasn't talking about me. He already told me he wasn't talking about me.
Hold on.
Shut up.
What do 99.9 mean?
Niggas know who the bum ass. For example, okay, the bum ass is the who done quit 2 times and then came crawling back every time. That's the bum ass, right? Right.
All right, can we take turns?
Bum ass nigga is the who said he.
To ask another man, it's all good. Let's just get into it. But for Munchie B to quit 2 times and come back 2 times, that was crazy. Let's get into it.
Got morals, so it's No Jumper, but then came back every time. That's the bum ass. But again, though, okay?
Hey, on PJY, so my mama, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. I got into a disagreement with this guy by the name of Munchie B, right? We get into it. He tell me to go get your bag up, get you some money. I tell his weird ass, money ain't everything. For me, it's morals over money. Shortly thereafter, he took what I told him and made his podcast platform. He entitled it Morals Over Money. That nigga stole my shh. He told me I was broke. Go get a bag, whoopty whoop and all this and all that. And I told him money ain't everything. You feel what I'm saying? For me, it's morals over money. And then boom, he comes up with morals over money. I'm like, damn, this is ironic. This is crazy. But let's get back into the content. Munchie ain't got no motherfucking morals.
Adam has taken a
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. We're
gonna let Munchie talk.
Hold on.
Radio, man, shut up.
I can't just drop him out.
Hold on, we gotta give Munchie a chance to respond.
Hey, I'm live. Let me hit you back after this live. I'm live, cuz. I'm hit you back after this live.
Let Munchie respond.
Hey, bro, you're not about to do a mic drop, bro. I
just turn him down.
You say you're trying to do what?
All right, look. I know what 99.9 mean. Okay, who got a 3rd grade education? I don't know. Don't get the tattoos up for 3.
Hey, text me because I'm live right now and I don't want you to say nothing that's gonna be on the air. So text me, cuz I'm about to text you right now.
He sought me out.
Oh, Flakko brought you over?
Right. I never asked to be on no job. He did, and he insisted. Right. Adam was cool off the Munchie thing because he his friendship with Draco, and I was being disrespectful at the time. And you know what I'm saying? And he came to back. So okay, crawling back. I never crawled back anywhere.
Yeah, we never even really went through it like that. You know, it's like, and it's not like Munchie was begging. Yeah. How is it him crawling back when I'm repeatedly texting and calling Munchie trying to tell him they should come back?
Thank you. So crawling back. Okay,
really, not much of a crawl.
Oh, bums. I don't see these people as bums because
I mean it may not be a crawl, man, but if a person is treating you in a fashion that's disappointing or infuriating to you, then why would you go back? No matter if he called you and say, hey, Munchie, I want you to come back, or whatever the case may be. If you're not properly treated and appreciated there, then why would you go back? Why would you want to go back? And then the thing is this. Ask yourself this. What does Adam 22 have on Munchie that he's using as leverage to get Munchie to come back there? Munchie don't have his own show there. Adam 22 isn't, really ain't really putting a bag behind him. It's nothing really behind Munchie that's driving Munchie outside of the grid in himself. Other than that, it's like, what's the purpose to be there on No Jumper? You have intellectual, well, I ain't gonna say intellectual, but you had individuals that were semi-smart, like the dude from Compton, AD, and a little brother from Hoover or Trouble, they say, okay, for Shigadell, we got what we needed, man. We about to go over here and do our own thing. Munchie can potentially do the same thing, but it's something that Adam 22 is hovering over his head and using as leverage to keep him rooted right there. He didn't disrespected you. He didn't brought people up there that you believe was coming to harm you, to do, you know what I mean? Come on, it just doesn't make any sense. Let's read these comments real quick. Snoopy Mac says Adam is actually making a mockery of Munchie. Adam has never worn sunglasses like he's been wearing them lately. That's heavy. R.S. Blizzade says Adam 22, the devil slave master. I can dig that. Keem the drunk says Flakko a PDF. Whoa, that's heavy. That's a major allegation there, man. I know him there and Munchie didn't had some extra, what they call it, extracurricular activities. And then if it ever comes out, Munchie gonna say, man, blood, I ain't know. You totally know. Because when you got lost in a passion and in the heat of that is just crazy. It's grotesque. It's despicable. But forgive me. Frank Nitty says Snoopy Mac. Facts, bro, making a fool of him on the Renadils. Michael Ward, hey, and Snoopy Mac, welcome to the platform. Michael Ward, welcome to the platform. Abundance of love. Keem the drunk says, yeah, that's some heavy shit. Let's read a few more comments. We're gonna jump back into it. 730 JBZ, much love and respect. Ashley, much love and respect to you as well. Ashley said, then tried to handle Flakko, and Flakko dropped that information on the internet. That is correct. Great Mondi says, peace to the chat, peace to you as well. Number one says, salute, yay, in the chat, salute to you as well. Great Mondi says, salute. Speak on it says, he brought Pay Gotti for Shigadell. Let's jump back. Well, hold on. They also need a Crip version. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They most definitely need a Crip version. But Crips, man, we got to, it's some hub and dub, you know what I mean? And even within a hub and dub, it's not like we're just one collective to where we're just all on one accord. Because we don't get along with them guys don't get along with them. But I'm praying to God that somebody can step up and get that cracker for the Crips, man. It will look good for the city. But let's jump back into this crazy ass content, man. This is some crazy shit.
I don't think Moose Man's a dummy. He talk yeah, he's very smart. Moose Man, he didn't settle on. I mean, not Moose Man, Doughboy didn't settle on in. He's straight.
This is how much I used to pay for home insurance, but not anymore. I use Solvable to lower my rate, and now I only pay.
Rio's far from a dummy, far from a bum, bro. Hold on. What you say? He can do all the drugs he wants. Got a very extensive vocabulary. He's accomplished in battle rap. Where's the bums? Ricky's a cool. Where's the bums? Because
Berkeley graduate.
Because you left and you just. How you leave, be successful, and still disgruntled? I'm confused. What are you mad at?
Okay. Yes.
He's still here.
Okay, perfect, right? Okay, cool.
Lush is a sucker.
So one is this, okay?
Straight mark.
Right? So one is this. Now, when you say you didn't crawl back, bro, you came on your channel.
Your daddy said I didn't.
You came on your channel crying on multiple occasions about how no jumper ain't for you. You were real.
Hey, Adam is a cold manipulator. Because even when Munchie said yo daddy, but I'm going to say y'all daddy, y'all's master. When he said that, Adam could have interjected and said, no, I ain't nobody daddy. But he didn't, because he knows, just like when a guy called him the slave master on that Caucasian-based platform that's somewhere out here in Las Vegas. And I'm trying to figure out where's that platform located. If anybody can help me identify the name of that podcast that's out here in Vegas, to where he called Adam the slave master of the black folks that go on no jumper, that'd be a real solid, because I want to go down and I want to ask a few questions. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get back into the content. Adam is Adam is Adam. You
got morals. I'm done. And then came back.
That's not what I said.
Let him talk.
And then came back each and every time.
I said I don't play police games.
It sounds like the
but
money
yet you
is
still
over
went
the
back.
That's first of all.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. Listen.
Wait, I'm not done yet. Second of all,
me leaving.
Let him talk.
Don't work for no jumper. Flakko don't work for no jumper. The last go round is because the police was in a parking lot and you made a video the same night.
Take it, buddy. Okay. Again, buddy. I'm hurting your soul, so take it. So second of all is this. Okay?
What?
Adam has taken a.
Hey, that ain't sound right. That ain't that sounded kind of questionable. Hold on, even Munchie had to say, huh? Listen to what this guy say.
Jumper. The last go round is because the police was in a parking lot and you made a video the same night.
Take it, buddy, okay? Again, buddy, I'm hurting your soul, so take it. So second of all, is this.
Hell no, this nigga said, take it, buddy. Again, I'm hurting your soul, so take it. That was just kind of crazy, man. And I ain't the only one that caught on to that because Munchie said, huh? Adam made a face. That was kind of weird.
Okay? Adam has taken a stance of, hey, if y'all go at it, I'm not in it.
Why are you speaking for Adam?
So hence, if you bum ass come with no jumper and go at me,
hey, bro.
I'm gonna go at you.
Hey, bro, you the only one that had an older problem at no jumper. It's on record.
That is true.
Look. Hey, listen.
That is true. Everybody said that he had this perpetual stench of grade A doo-doo emanating from him. Like everywhere he went, you got that whiff of doo-doo. So that's for sure. Even people that I know that have been in close communication with people there, even people that I know that was at no jumper, they said that Poetikk Flakko smell like doo-doo, but it's all good, you know. He just got to fix that, figure it out, get you some dude wipes, stop using just regular dry toilet paper, because you're a bigger dude, you feel what I'm saying? So you got to be a little bit more hygienic. Us big guys, we got to pay more attention to our hygiene. The typical shit that a smaller guy can do, no, you can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? You probably got to take 2 or 3 showers a day. You got to get you some dude wipes. You got to keep yourself fresh, man. You getting too much popularity to be walking around smelling like doo-doo, man. That ain't cool.
So listen.
Hey, go off on me and lie.
Then you run off on the taxi, man. Hey, bro, look.
Oh my God, Adam,
bro,
this is a chick fight.
This nigga got a theft case running off on a taxi, man. He went to Walmart, didn't come back out. How you talking about bum?
Huh?
Bro, how many times have you been sued, bro, for these bunk ass little businesses?
Stop.
Tell us the juicy details, Munchie.
Bro, you can't say bum, bro.
Munchie, tell us the juicy details that can incriminate or implicate, that can incriminate and implicate him in some type of crime. That's what we want to hear from you, Munchie. What we don't want to hear, but that's what we expect from you. Tell us something that can get him locked up and no jumper investigated. That's what we want you. That's what we expect from you, Munchie.
Hey, bro, you pay for ass, bro.
Stop crying to the white
no. To the white man. Bro, you guys said we should have a show called God Bless the White Man years ago. And I got on your bumper about that. He said we should have a show called God Bless the White Man.
Hey, look at Adam's face when Munchie reveals that they were talking about having a show called God Bless the White Man. Look at how Adam's face looks. He looks dignified and yeah, I got these N-words just where I want them. Watch this. Look, just watch his face. This is coon show, man.
White man, bro, you guys said we should have a show called God Bless the White Man years ago, and I got on your bumper about that. He said we should have a show called God Bless the White Man. What are you talking about? You sound dumb. I never wore tights in my life.
This is crazy.
I never ran off on a taxi, man. Right? No. I never paid for ass, bro.
Give us the good stuff, Munchie.
He said no. She was 18 and 6 months.
Whoa.
What?
Wait.
Who count months with adults? If your daughter is who count months with adults? If you underage, and then you said no, she was 18 and 6 months.
That's typical of Munchie B. Munchie B just put it out there that Poetikk Flakko, while he was working for No Jumper, had a female that was underage, that was under 18, that he paid for sex. That's a crime. Munchie, that's a crime. That can get No Jumper investigated. There were some talks from Munchie detailing the individual that was allegedly managing this underage female. Munchie, that's a crime. People can go to jail for that. No Jumper can be investigated for that. You are admitting that this guy engaged in a crime against a minor. That's a crime. Let's get back into the content. See, Munchie, man. It's no, man.
Hey, nigga.
What?
Listen.
Who count months with adults? If your daughter is 19 months, that's one thing.
19 months.
Adult to say adult, she was 18 years old and not in 6 months. You're a predator. Hey, bro. Look, listen. If you gonna pay for some, why pay for an 18-year-old anyway?
Wait.
No. If you gonna pay for some ass, why pay for an 18-year-old?
Hey, I know the police is watching this shit. Like, yeah, hey man, hey, order another dozen of donuts and bring in some coffee. Hey, tell Jim to bring in some Slim Jims. I'm gonna need a Slim Jim. And they just document this shit. This guy, oh yeah, she came up to no jumper, and Munchie like, oh yeah, you bought PUSSY from her, and she was underage. Like, this is crazy. Is this the state of game banging and its affiliates? Because this is, for lack of better words, diabolical, despicable. This is crazy. Let's jump back into this content, man.
Why not 30? Answer that. Answer that. Man, it wasn't a lie, bro. I don't want to keep dragging K7 into this, bro. That's why I left it alone.
Wow. So he done brought the individual by the name of K7 back into it. I know the police is really writing this shit down. Hey, Jim. Hey, make sure it's Krispy Kreme donuts. Because last time when you got the Munchie donuts, man, it fucked my stomach up for 3 days, dude. Hey, so get Krispy Kremes. And they just documenting this shit. But you got certain cats that's... God damn, man. Hold on. Yo, what's the deal, family? I'm live. Let me hit you back after this live. I'm live. I don't want you to say nothing on the air. I'm actually live. I'm gonna hit you back. Go on. Forgive me. Yeah, what I was saying was, shit, I lost my goddamn train of thought. So let's just go back to the video.
I could prove that, bro. Don't force my hand.
See, this is crazy, man.
The girl.
Munchie is saying that he can prove it. This is grounds for a criminal investigation if the police decided to. And when they come in and they go, you know what I mean? They're going to say, well, you admitted that you could prove it. We need you to prove it. If you can't prove it, then it's obstruction of justice. They can, it's trying to impede a police investigation because he running his mouth talking and all this and all that. I feel some negative energy just came in. Let me see what's going on in the Chizat. Bro, you need, listen, homie, I swear I be trying to be humbled. I be trying to be cool, but you going to get to the point, man, I'm going to start disrespecting your loved ones, Kim, folks. You make a page every other week to come over here and entertain Bobby A. Like, for what? I know who you is, because when I went on your thinner name, the page was created 3 months ago. What happened 3 months ago, Bobby A? Okay, now that you're asked, these guys got together. They came together in conjunctions. Some weirdos, some degenerates, some dudes that don't have any relevance, some dudes that's has-beens, some dudes that's PCs, some dudes that did certain thing in their hood, and their homies feel a certain type of way about it. This, that, and third. Very, very ignominious, dishonorable, despicable guys. They came together and they created the smear campaign. They created fake paperwork. They came on and they said some disparaging things about my family. And in the midst of that, they got my page struck. They were coming after me. They was trying to get me off of the internet. All praise be to the Most High God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and everything shall manifest in the appropriate season deemed by the Most High God. So when they took my pages, those, two or three times, right? I got my shit back. Because the power ain't in you, degenerates. The power is in YouTube and the Most High God. But getting back to what I was saying, this individual goes on a video and say, "Oh yeah, because I'll be trolling him. Yeah, I got fake pages. I got a lot of fake pages, and I'll be going in and I'll just be trolling him." And come on, big dog. At some point in time, you gotta leave me alone and go work on repairing your family. Go focus on your kids. Go address those allegations and accusations of you being intimate with somebody in your family that you should never, ever, ever, ever think about being intimate with, and leave Bobby WAJ alone. Because I can get very, very disrespectful, and then I can just start disrespecting people that's near and dear to you. I can start disrespecting family members that's close to you, and what you're going to do, you're going to become so infuriated to you. You're going to want to get cracking. Stop playing with me. Because when the time was presented to come and meet and face that version of Bobby Yater, but it gave you everything in the cleaning line, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't want to do that. So listen, big dog, I don't want no problems with you. I don't want to get into this internet beef back and forth and all that. Just leave me alone. Just pack up your life and going on about your business. I know you want to come and run content with me. Now you see that you messed up. The things that you said, oh man, it didn't happen like that. Because if I considered you my partner, dog, I would never do anything that's remotely close to being considered shady towards you, scandalous towards you, anything like that. That's not how Bobby Yates operates, big dog. Now you see that you messed up and there's no way to repair the partnership. And I'm talking about as you a partner, not a business partnership or anything like that. You just being a partner of mine. You feel what I'm saying? It's no way to repair that. And we got ING Popeye in the building. He say, let me shine in for Sugar. We're gonna bring brother Popeye up. Let me play 2 more minutes of this video, but I'm gonna drop the link for you, man. I'm gonna drop the link. Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Popeye, man. That's my partner right there, man. See, the dude think that he have somewhat of a brotherhood that me and Popeye have. But no, you're not Popeye. You're not me. You feel what I'm saying? Me and Popeye, that's my little nigga, man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what he thought. Oh, it's gonna be this, that, and third, and we're gonna come back. Like, no, that's you and your cousin playing them internet games. Because a real man is gonna govern himself under principles, morals, and integrity. Not all of this shit that's socially accepted on the internet. A lot of guys don't know how to differentiate between internet etiquette and actual street grown man etiquette. You feel what I'm saying? That dude crossed the line. We'll never be cool again. Do I want to pick up this thing and go do something to him? Like, no. Live your life. Focus on repairing your family. Go right the things that you made wrong. And then, shit, may God bless you. But you're going to keep on giving me your attention and being so fascinated and obsessed with me that your God is going to curse you. People can bear witness that I came on here and I said, if you keep doing this, that, and third, God is going to put you over here. And as I had forewarned you, your stupid ass went back to jail. Come on, man. This ain't no game for me, big dog. Go play with some kids. All right, just drop the link. All right, let's watch a little bit more of this video and we're going to bring an honorable brother.
The girl confirmed it.
For sex. The bitch never been to no jumper.
The girl confirmed what year y'all had sex, bro.
You lying, Munchie. You are lying, bro.
She confirmed it.
It's confirmed already. You lied, bro.
Bro. She confirmed it on her story.
Digressing. You was a liar.
Hey, bro. Hey, that's on Inglewood Family, and I don't be banging on here. Oh, bro, the girl confirmed what year y'all had sex, bro.
This is crazy.
It ain't changed. I been said you the minor.
This
what
is crazy,
change, dummy. Hey, bro, it was on her story.
It's
$2,500. If I got the price wrong, okay, whoop-de-doo. Look, listen. If I got the price wrong, whoop-de-doo. Or even if I got the meeting place wrong, whoop-de-doo.
Hey, brother Papa, please let me know when to pause this so that you can get into your commentary, my brother.
Period. You should be on the same indictment as the Hoovers.
Again, this is multiple.
Hold on. Do you pay for yes or no? Do you pay for yes or no?
Stop digressing into
I have never seen Poetikk Flakko this agitated. Never. This dude is losing his shit. I have never seen this type of emotional outpour from Poetikk Flakko. So, you know what I mean? With this is heavy.
Do you pay for yes or no?
You said
that's against the law.
Okay, Munchie, if you know that paying for PUSSY is against the law, then why are you putting this business out there? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying not only did he pay for PUSSY, that's against the law, but he paid for some PUSSY of an underage girl? That's super against the law. That's in my opinion, that's another way of snitching and telling. Hey, Papa, are you here, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. You got me on?
Yeah, you're totally here, brother.
So I appreciate you having me on the show, man.
Anytime, brother.
Yeah, so what I notice about him, Munchie B, is he likes to deflect a lot. Like,
right.
He'll blame somebody else. Well, he did it, so why can't I?
Right.
And he don't stand on no morals or principles, man. I'm like I've been sitting back watching his content on No Jumper, and he goes against the grain. He breaks every rule of the streets, and I'm watching him, and it's like people, most of the people are not paying attention to this, or they're turning a blind eye to it, and it's right in their face.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to touch bases on. Like I've noticed that he want to be tied in and viewed as this gangster so bad that now shit hit the fan. He talking about, "Well, I didn't do nothing." His voice got low, and he try to back up out it. But you was just trying to associate yourself with all this posted videos and with things in your hand, making gestures, and then making rap songs and all this and that, and trying to talk about that you drinking with the dude who did whatever. This is what you posted. You want to be viewed as this person. See, real gangsters move in silence. They don't want nobody to know nothing.
Right.
But you want to be so viewed as this person that you never was.
Right.
That now that this shit done got real, you got on No Jumper, said, "Well, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I didn't do nothing." And now you trying to back up out of it. And you done got everybody lined up. So I was doing my homework. It's a lot bigger than what it seems. People try to say on No Jumper that just because of the jurisdiction that it was in, CHP had that. Let me give you some clarity.
Okay.
CHP, if you Google it, CHP is also another entity that helps the FBI in a RICO investigation. If you Google it, you say, well, why would CHP pick up a murder investigation? Well, because CHP is assisting the feds in the RICO. Just Google it.
Right.
That's what their purpose is there for. That jurisdiction is LA County Sheriffs and LAPD.
Right.
So, and then when he said, well, why didn't they just come to my house? Why they had to come to No Jumper? Nigga, they been talking to you.
Right. Right. This is true.
They been talking. Sporty Face put you out there. That's why you mad at him now.
Right.
You mad at him because you feel like he turned against you, but man, he put you out there, bro. You didn't, you try to lie and say the people didn't call you, and the truth is coming out now, and that's what it is. So now he at war with Sporty Face, and really mad at him because he put him out there. But I've been telling people all along, this dude's a fraud, man. This dude is blind. He can't do nothing for nobody. He can't even defend himself. All he could do is be a witness, and that's what he's doing. He's being a witness. He got all these people wrapped up.
Right.
Okay. So people need to open their eyes up. Open their eyes up and pay attention, man. What's going on here? This dude been disrespected more than once, and he done crawled back to No Jumper. Why?
Why you think, brother?
Well, I think I personally, this is my opinion. This is not based off of something that I'm privy to or anything, but this is my opinion. I think Adam 22 know he's stupid, know he gonna talk, so he lined his ass up so they can build their investigation. Every time he call him back, he picking at him through this Draco shit, and he talks more and more and more.
Right. Do you believe that there's a possibility for Mr. Munchie B to be a confidential informant that's working with law enforcement?
No doubt.
Got you.
No doubt. Got you. Why wouldn't people think he was not an informant?
Right.
I mean, let's look at it, right? Let's look at it. Okay. These people that he said, why did they come to his house, right? Little do we know they already had came to his house because they spoke with him, and fucking Sporty Face put it out there that he spoke with him. He tried to lie and say he never talked to him. Why would they not talk to him when they talk to YG? And this man is on camera openly admitting himself and involvement in a fucking unsolved crime.
Right.
So you telling me they gonna bypass you? Nigga, even if you was lying, which we know you not lying, but even if you was lying, they still would come and talk to you because you put your fucking foot in your mouth. Exactly. They have to.
They have to, right.
Any real nigga that's in the streets that know the game know what's up.
Right.
We know what's up, man. We've been even if it ain't happened to you, you had homies that it happened to.
Right.
So you know how the game go. It's just not adding up.
Right.
He tried to keep it a secret because whatever reason.
Right.
But we not fools. But yeah, I believe he like I said, the man that came out said he get paid to give information to an app, which that app ultimately leads to the police.
Right.
He done admitted to that. He admitted, on the internet that he jinxed with the nigga that did something such and such to such and such.
Right.
Man, who talks like that? And then Sporty Face put you out there and said you did holler at the people, and you try to act like you never did. And then Adam 22 put you out there and said they came up there and hollered at you. Nigga, if they came up there looking for you, they hollered at you, homie. They not just gonna come up there, nigga. They know the hours you work. Somebody gave you a number. Come on, bro. But we all know that you've been talking to them. We not gonna go for that. You just, you try to get on this camera and keep this image. The cat's out. The cat's out the hat, nigga. So it's over.
How do you think that the Damus as a collective may be viewing Munchie at this current moment in time because of his internet antics and him basically giving information to a non-affiliate that would be the catalyst for police coming and investigating a few people, most notable YG?
Okay, so my personal opinion, the game is over. It's like it's watered down, it's weak. You remember this, you heard this through stories, through other people, through past. Well, he didn't tell on me. Like when people talk like that, well, he didn't tell on me, he told on him. I ain't gonna do nothing. It's almost to that, like that kind of a way of thinking in this new age of Damu shit. It's the generations done changed. See, back then it was accountability. Now there's no real accountability, because if there was accountability, like in my generation, things would have been handled differently.
Right.
First of all, you don't do no talking like that, period.
Right.
On nothing. Homies would have been got up on you.
Right.
Nobody's bigger than the program. Nobody. But things have changed. A lot of people are out for themselves. And there's really no structure. People on drugs, to be straightforward with you, man, my hood, what I used to be from, man, them dudes all on drugs over there, man. Ain't no accountability, man. That shit's over with, man. They done gentrificated the hood. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Because if it was, like I said, with the generation that I was with, we would have been hollered at him. Come on, homie. It's obvious. I mean, we all done grew up. Well, you and I grew up, somewhat together in the halls, in passing. Our generations are similar to the same. There was y'all hood, other people's neighborhood. There was accountability. You know about it. People, even other Damus would have held you accountable. Or in your instance, other keyways would have, almost like the pen. People hold you accountable because of a structure. There is no structure. There's no structure. Now they saying, I guess they saying the Blackstones banned them or something, but
right.
And then I know yesterday, you had the brother on there from Bounty Hunters. I wanted to get on there bad and say some things, because he was like, he said something about the Bounty Hunters and the Inglewood families. That may be now, but the generations when I grew up, it was a totally different breed. You can't compare those.
What you mean?
Well, it was riders from everywhere then.
That's true.
Now it's like people trying to live off the legacy of riders.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what it's like in the hunters now, but my generation, I could name about 10 hunters that that and PDLs and 20 Bloods and BPSs and everybody across the board was with all that. It wasn't no our hood harder than yours, this and that. Nah, you had riders everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, but some hoods are known for having more riders, just like you got some hoods that's known for having more ballers. And that ultimately becomes a reputation of the hood because you see more of them versus them. But every hood got suckers, marks, gangsters, head busters, wig tappers, and all this and all that. It's just some hoods have more of a reputation of having this versus that. You know what I mean?
Well, I agree with you on that part. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like, I don't know if he was referencing the generation now. I think I heard him say something about he had gotten a fight or some dudes packed him out from my area. Yeah, and I was like chiming in. I was at work yesterday, so I was trying to get in there and try to be slick around my boss before he had showed back up. And I guess the reception was bad, so I couldn't get in. But I wanted at that moment speak on something and just get some clarity to something. I mean, the brother, his truth is his truth. I'm not gonna speak bad on him. I don't know the brother, but I wanted to know what generation he was from, and if he was the same generation as myself. And
now he a little younger than us. Hey, D-Lo from Boniana says nowadays the IFGBs do be with the grapes dissing us. So I guess it may be slight conflict there that I didn't know about. You feel what I'm saying?
So, like I said, I'm not, as far as that right there, what he said, I don't know nothing about that. I'm not tapped in to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like, I know the people I know and the things I know that I'm not gonna indulge in on the internet. I know what I know, but as far as that's new to me. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard of that ever. But
so you disagree with something that he said, and I agree with it. When we were talking about top tier blood hoods, and he say, well, I believe I may have stated this when I said on the east side it's the Bonianas for sure. That's like the top tier blood hood on the east side, and on the west side is it's still, in my opinion, today it's the BPSs. You disagree with that?
Well, I mean, you speaking of today, I don't know what's cracking today.
I'm speaking in an era that we are more familiar with. Even coming up in the halls and being on the streets and all this and all that. On the east side, it's Boniana. And then on the west side, yeah, it's some reputable sets on the west side. But one of the top tier blood hoods on the west side is the west side BPSs.
I'm not going to say that the BPS is not a top tier, but it's all perspective. Because, I was in it. I lived it. I know about it. And I could say some things from my point of view, which I believe, which made you yourself or other East Siders might not agree with, because I mean everybody has their time to shine. And I could say, like I said, I don't necessarily agree because it's like, how can I say this without sounding crazy? It's like seasonal, right? It depends on the season because some hoods be cracking harder than others. I remember I done been into Haciendas and they, I said, I'm not gonna offend no hoods, and rub people the wrong way, but the Haciendas was over there, and the hunt. I believe at one point in time, when them and the hunters wasn't getting along, them Haciendas was making some noise. So you can't really, from my opinion. Yeah, the hunters got numbers, but numbers don't necessarily mean anything. You got the non-deuce bebops and the bishops. I've been over there, and they over there for sure.
Most
you know what I'm saying? So I can't say the hunters got. I mean, the hunters got the numbers. You're not about to. Ain't nobody about to go around foot around up in the Nickerson Gardens, but look, they got some other hoods in Watts that boy, you know what I'm saying? So as far as the West, go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. I hear you.
Excuse me. As far as the West Side and the Blackstones, that's kind of tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in that lifestyle, my hood and the Blackstones kind of rivaling each other because they want, who was the hardest, who was the strongest over there out of us and them. We used to bump heads, but I wouldn't say that they was the top tier over there. I would say they not the top tier, but they top tier. You know what I'm saying? You don't sleep on the VNs. The VNs was doing their shit, and the homies and the NHPs was clicked up, had Inglewood sold up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I would, and as far as the hunters, I remember when the Pyrus and the hunters was beefing at the 10, and it was looking bad. The Pyrus was doing their shit.
I mean, that one was going both ways. I'm familiar with the situation
Yeah,
that you're talking about, but that one
yeah.
was going both ways. Like, you feel what I'm saying? One thing about them bounty hunter dudes, and I'm not saying this because my hood has a pretty decent relationship with them. Them bounty hunter dudes gonna go. And I want to say this. I want to say this in defense of the bounty hunters. When those Hispanics from Midtown Stoners, when they moved over there by the Nickersons and the Bell Havens, and they start trying to do that racist SHIT and Poetikk and set up and all this and all that, man, the bounty hunters went over there and stopped that immediately. Like, immediately. It's not a lot of black hoods to do that. A lot of black hoods, they go after black hoods, you know, with a certain level of ferocity and just hatred. But when it comes to opposing Hispanic gangs, a lot of black hoods, not all, some black hoods stand down. But for the bounty hunters to go down there and put it down the way that they put it down, man, that spoke volumes. But some other hoods that you're referencing out of Watts, they allow Hispanics to come into their community and set up and chill and all this and all that. The bounty hunters don't play that. You feel what I'm saying? And then the bounty hunters, man, they got a certain level of black pride and consciousness too. They Damu on as well. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of other Damu hoods really don't got that. And I feel like the bounty hunters is kind of like a well-rounded hood. They known for getting paper for sure. They known for opposing the police, actually choppers out there getting cracking on the police, and they known for, opposing their enemigos, viciously. You feel what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's keep the conversation going. We got Johnny Boy that's about to come up and join the conversation. My player partner from yesterday. Johnny Beezy, what is the dinner, man?
What's up, man? I'm late to the show, man. I just saw you. I just got your notification, man. I'm late to the show, man.
Yeah, you player partner wrong.
Oh, me. Hey, my bad about yesterday, man. My phone had died when you was telling me not to hang up, man. My phone had died, bro.
Got you. Got you. It's all love.
What's on the agenda today? What we talking about, man? I heard you speaking a little bit about the hood, man.
Right now, what we were doing is just recapitulating something that we were discussing yesterday about the bounty hunters kind of like being the top tier Damu set on the east side, and the BPS has been the top tier Damu set on the west side. Brother Popeye doesn't fully agree with that.
Hold on. So let me ask you this, Popeye. First of all, what up with you, OG?
Hey, how you doing, man? What they call you? What's your name, brother?
My name Johnny Boy.
Okay, yeah, it's nice to meet you, big dog. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, man. I didn't see a couple YouTubes with you and Yaya going back and forth, man. Real honorable brother, man.
Yeah, my player partner.
Me. Hey, I do want to ask you this: what you disagree with?
Okay, so I got me and Yaya was talking about a couple things, man. But for the most part, he was asking me about do I believe the bounty hunters? Is you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay. Yeah, he was asking me, do I don't want to paraphrase, what I'm saying, but do I believe the bounty hunters is the top tier bloods, number one bloods on the east side, and he believes something about the Blackstones is top tier on the west side. And I personally, with all due respect to the hunters, man, I got love for the hunters. Ain't got nothing bad to say about the Nickerson Guards at all. But I disagree because it's seasonal. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the season, you got certain hoods that go hard. And, sometimes other hood go harder than others. As far as the numbers, the hunters got the east side by the numbers off top. But far as going hard, I can't sit up here and say, oh, they gonna go the hardest and this and that. When I know personally, I used to go to my YA parole office on 92nd and Central, and I know what's over there. I done seen,
yeah, and the bebops and the bishops and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. On mini bikes, they got that little dairy spot on the corner, that little shopping thing by the apartments. Nigga, they over there.
Yeah, I know. I definitely understand that. Let me ask you this though. And just tell me if I'm wrong, bro. As far as this Damuing and this blooding, bro, we paved the way for a lot of Damus. And I'm gonna say that because even when you ask the Blackstones, I know OG Blackstone niggas that got 100 stone on their chest. That pay homage to the homies, bro, and they top tier on the west side. But I tap in with my nigga Blockhead right now. He'll tell you, man, the hunters, they looked up to us, bro. And that's no shade to the Blackstones or nothing like that, bro. But this is facts, bro. You ask them real BPS niggas that got 100 stone on their chest. They pay homage, bro, because we made the way. I'm not gonna say we made the way, bro. But as far as that, you say seasonal, I say consistency. What's one of the most Damu hoods that ain't never consistently went out soft, bro? Like we gonna stand 100 alone, bro. 100 alone, bro. Like you gonna stand up for what you believe in. And I'm not saying nothing bad about no other Damu set, but I'm saying though, as far as these Bloods, bro, they respect it and they respect us.
So I want to give you clarity because I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like I said, I've never said nothing bad about the Hunters or nothing like that. What I'm saying, and I want to give you clarity, when I say seasonal, this hood might be popping harder this time around the season than the others. You know how it goes. Somebody might be at war. Y'all might not be at war. Y'all already may have set a precedence and everybody know the establishment is there. Don't fuck around in the Hunters. But right now, the Bebops is tearing some shit up, or the Bishops, or the Swans or something. They going at it with so and so or so and so. But that doesn't mean that to me, because I was a part of that lifestyle one time, so I know about the Damu card. It don't mean that they the hardest, because niggas could come through and do their shit, and then they come through do their shit, and now niggas wanna be cool. And so,
I just want to interject real quick. I just want to interject real quick, just from the perspective of a Crip, right? Just say you may have my homies, and you know, we got an established reputation and all that. You may have some smaller hoods that's vicious, but when they get cracking behind the scenes, and I'm not saying this with the bounty hunters, anybody else. I don't want to implicate anybody in anything. So I'm theoretically speaking. You may have some of them smaller hoods that come to the PJs and either get strapped up. Or you probably have PJs that live in a section. It's like, no, cuz if we own that, then we going with y'all and they getting cracking together. So sometimes we don't know the intricacies and the dynamics of what's really going on with these smaller hoods.
That's why, my bad. That's why I'm not trying to like. So these are really touchy topics and situations. They're interesting, but it's you know, I have to guard my tongue and be careful sometimes when I say stuff, because I don't want to get into detail of so remember when so and so and this happened with so and so.
Right.
But what I'm saying is there's many times that done took place. It's been casualties to both sides, and niggas just call the truth. It don't matter how big your hood is. Motherfuckers like, all right, man, let's stop, because these niggas ain't gonna stop.
That's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is you got PJs. We are.
He sound muffled, by the way.
I sound muffled.
No, the brother dude.
Go ahead. My bad. I'm on my cell phone.
So you got PJ Watch Crips. We're an established Crip set in the community of Watts on the east side. Now let's just say you got some smaller sets. They may have a certain level of viciousness to them, but when shit get cracking, they may come to the PJs to get guns. It may be PJs that live in a hood that's front line in wars with them as the bigger Crip set. Not the biggest. Gray Streets is the biggest, but I'm just speaking specifically, hypothetically, from where I come from. And smaller hoods may take on certain beefs, and they come and get assistance either through guns, or some of the homies may be frontlining them wars with them, or coming to get advice, so on and so forth. So in this game banging thing, man, it also plays out to influence too. Who has influence? You know, who is dudes looking up to, emulating, and who dudes is coming to get, you know, armory from, or advice, or getting additional soldiers and all this and all that. We ain't gonna go too deep in it, but we ain't
gonna go too deep into that, because that's when it gets touchy. But can I say this though? Yeah, and it's to validate both of y'all point. You give shout outs to the Bebops and the Bishops, right? Now, without going into detail, when the Bebops got into it with another blood hood off the east side without giving no names, we backed them too. So that's just what Bobby Ye was saying. When you got smaller hoods that link up with a bigger hood, because we're not gonna let another bigger hood dominate the smaller hood who we got long lasting ties with. We gonna go to back with them. And the Bebops will tell you that the homie stood up for them against another particular blood hood without me saying the name, but we went to back with the Bebops.
I'm not knocking that. The topic of discussion is top tier, and what I'm saying is that everybody got their chance to shine. Yeah, the Hunters is established, like I said, and they're very respected. But just because the but part is this. The but part is this. Just because of that don't mean that a motherfucking other hood ain't gonna go up against them and not defend their hood or their territory
Most
because
definitely.
you know what I'm saying. So to
Nobody ever
me, it's seasonal because you know I don't want to use the hunters as an example, but you got a big gang versus a small gang, but the small gang knocking down the big gang and take out more of their homies than the little gang, and you know, they decide, you know what, let's just call it a truce. Does that mean the big gang is softer or weaker? I mean, you know, or does that mean they're not established? What does it mean? And what makes you a top tier gang? What makes you that? Because I'm like I
Influence,
said, on the west
impact,
side,
notoriety,
okay, so for example, right,
longevity.
my neighborhood is a well-established neighborhood on the west side. But there was times that we done got into it with other Damu hoods on the west side, for example, like the VNs. And people view the VNs and like generation make a big difference too. That's why I say seasonal.
Right.
Because at one point in time, the VNGs was deep. A lot deeper than people think. And they done pushed over to the hood and lined it up with the homies. And my hood was a well-established, big ass gang. And the VNs came up there like, what's happening? And NHPs too. And so to me, I gotta call an ace a spade a spade.
The Queen Streets held their own for a little bit too, though, bro. Whether you want to give them the credit or not, bro, the Queen Streets was still.
I'm not gonna say they. I was in jail during that, but you know, from what I know about that, you know, they didn't really stand a chance.
Hey, I want to interject and just ask you a question real quick, Papa. If the Inglewood families wasn't in Inglewood, right? If it was no IFGB, do you think that the surrounding blood sets would still be in Inglewood?
That's a tough one. I mean, you know, I came around a certain time. You know, the history that I know is what I know. What I was, you know, laced up on was the whole Inglewood was Inglewood family at one point.
I got you, right?
But so those are all branches off. I mean, NHPs is Pyrus. Them is not Bloods. They Pyrus, but they clicked up with the homies. So to answer your question, I mean, you know, it always been Inglewood family. So that's hard.
But the IFGB that you grew up under, not back in the days when it was all under one umbrella, the IFGB that you grew up with, not today, but the ones that you grew up with, if they was not in Inglewood, if it was no IFGB, do you think that it would still be surviving blood sets in Inglewood?
Most definitely.
Okay, for sure. Well, this is what I say about Watts. If the bounty hunters didn't have a presence on that east side, specifically in Watts, you may not have, you know, certain other blood sets because the Crips was too deep. Not only was the Crips too deep, but they was pushing a cold line. So the bounty hunters at one point of time, Crip beef in Watts and in certain parts of the east side, it was a bounty hunter beef. Like bounty hunters really like, you know, strategically help dudes, you know, protect their hood, this, that, and third. And without that massive presence of the bounty hunters in Watts, I'm gonna say Watts specifically. I'm not talking about the Swans and all this and all that. The other blood sets in Watts, they would have had it real hard to exist. They probably wouldn't even been there because that Crip presence was so strong. You feel what I'm saying? So we're talking about a hood that's important, that's a pillar in that Damu thing on the east side, specifically in Watts. Without the bounty hunters, it may not be any bloods in Watts. So like that's how.
But we talking about a different generation again. Once again,
no, I'm talking about period. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about in the 90s. We can even go to the 80s. If the bounty hunters was not in Watts, just say if the bounty hunters, if that region was preoccupied by Crips, the other blood sets in Watts, they wouldn't be there.
Can I say this real quick?
Yes, sir.
Specifically the Hacienda in the village. Those are little brothers. I'm not saying they are little brothers like we bigger than them, but nigga, we come together with the Hasis.
But didn't y'all beef with them at one point in time? Didn't y'all have a beef with them?
Bro, not little bros.
not little bros like that. I ain't trying to little bro nobody. But I'm saying I know what you're talking about.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I had a little homeboy that I dropped off not a couple years back before I went to the pen. Some years back, I had dropped off over there in Haciendas, and I wasn't really familiar with the projects like that. And I drove just like a big ass circle, like a big ass C or a U, right? Then I went over a couple speed bumps, And when I got back to like past a couple projects, nigga, they was deep to the motherfucker. I said, "Oh hell, these niggas is deep back here." Man, what? And then I got laced up about the Haciendas, and then nigga told me some shit that I'm not gonna repeat on this thing. But niggas know what's up with them Haciendas. Niggas ain't playing with them, and that's how I knew. So I knew Watts as a whole. Nigga, it don't matter what gang you from. Nigga, all them niggas over there getting it cracking. For sure.
And if the Hopkins go, we gonna go with them. Hands down, bro. My 10-5 niggas gonna go.
Yeah, but they're you know, Aaron, like I said, it's seasonal. Niggas
they have small hoods. They get cracking over there. I know. Yeah, he just said if it wasn't for the bounty hunters with the Haciendas being able to stand up against the grape streets, because
not just the grape streets, because you have to watch Franklin Squares, you have the front streets, and the front streets, man, them dudes do they one too. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You had too many Crip sets that was gonna go, and if the bounty hunters wasn't there to offer their assistance and step up and take on some of these wars with the Crips in the city, it would have been a challenge for Bloods to exist.
I'm not saying it wouldn't have been a challenge, but the thing that I know for sure, because I grew up under that Damu umbrella, believe me, the Bloods will unite. Whether the West Sides come over there and help the East Side Bloods, it wouldn't have been as easy as it sounds. If the Hunters wasn't there, it would have been some other Bloods that would have came through over there and helped out. This is what I do know.
But it wouldn't have been successful, big dog.
I'm not saying.
We talking about Watts now. I'm not the projects and whatnot. It's hard to navigate those projects.
I'm not trying to predict nothing, but I'm saying like with my neighborhood, you got the East Side family Swansea, you got the West Side Inglewood family. It's the same gang. It's the same. It's the same gang.
We keeping it on Watts though. We keeping it on the influence.
What I'm saying is because you guys we're practically like kind of like what if and we're deleting, with all due respect to the Hunters, we're deleting them out the equation and saying if they wasn't there, I'm telling you the Bloods will unite and they would come and help them. So I don't think it would have been like that.
It's no Bloods and Watts without the bounty hunters.
All right, well.
It's no Bloods and Watts without the bounty hunters. The bounty hunters go back to the Hunter rules when it was bounty hunters and power rules. The reason why the Bloods got a stronghold in Watts was because the bounty hunters. It was no Bloods. You had individuals that wasn't rocking with the Crips because of the Nicholson Gordon housing project. Most noticeable, the biggest Crip hood in Watts, the Gray Streets, at this time the Jordan Downs didn't embrace Cripping until like 8 years after Cripping started because of the relationship they had with the Nicholson Gordon housing projects. So the reason why there's Bloods in Watts is because of the bounty hunters.
See, this is beyond my era though. So the OG homies that we would actually have to holler at is OG Frog and Bounty Hunter BJ and them, bro. They gonna know.
Oh no, don't say Bounty Hunter BJ.
Frog got some history, but he kind of got some shit mixed up, man.
Yeah. Hey, no, Frog be putting down some proper history though. But you know, Bounty Hunter BJ.
See, I'm gonna tell you, I was on the 4 yard at Centinela. My celly was JB from Bounty Hunters. The OG homie Amp from Bounty Hunters was on the yard, and then my boy Ray B from Bounty Hunters was my neighbor.
Shout out to Ray B. Shout out to all the bounty hunters, man.
Yeah, they got all that time. Ray B, he got all that time, but Ray B a joint though. But anyway, I know about the Hunters. That's what I'm saying. The generation is, it's generational. You got certain generations. I mean, my boy Santana from Bounty Hunters. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cheeto, Mandela, them niggas. I was in Wildwood. I'm brazy.
That's my nigga right there, bro. Della a real powerhouse, bro. Della's a real powerhouse.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's generational.
I will say though, if the Bounty Hunters wasn't Bloods, there would be no Circle City and Haciendas as Bloods.
Right.
For sure.
You see what D-Lo from Bounty Hunter said? He said people don't know there was Crips in the Hassies before we told them to become Bloods. And what I can say from his work,
it wasn't Crips. It wasn't no Crips there.
Hey D-Lo, it wasn't no Crips over there. They weren't Crips.
They could. They was green jackets.
Right. Yeah. Most definitely. But, it was most definitely green jackets over there.
But the bounty hunters did make that side of the track red. For sure.
Right.
They did
Most
influence
definitely.
it. They did influence that.
Okay. So the question, you could ask me this question, right? You say, well, who the biggest Bloods in LA? My opinion may not be your opinion, but my opinion is the PDLs.
They're not in LA.
But they are LA.
No, they're not. That's Pasadena.
See, people say they're Pasadena and they say the city of the Rose. However, they go to LA County Jail. It's
That's
LA
County, big dog.
but it's
That's
still
LA County.
it's to me it's still LA because they
No,
function
no,
in the land. Listen,
you giving yourself a gray area, Papa. We talking about LA specifically.
Yeah,
no,
LA.
they listen. Hey, look, PDL.
We're not talking about no other surrounding cities that's involved in LA County, because if you want to involve that, of course, because they all in Palmdale too, bro, and that's all LA County. But
I mean, them the biggest damus that we got down here.
So the biggest damus in LA County, we all can agree, is the Pasadena and Different Lanes, LA
hands
County.
Down, hands
most
down,
definitely.
hands
But,
down.
but you pose this question. The biggest,
then it's the bounty hunters. And
okay, but who's the most influential?
And look, don't get you gonna say I ain't trying to get you mad. I like
hey, no, we ain't here to get mad, man. Hey, we ain't here to get mad. It's all love.
Everybody plays a role. Everybody plays a role. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. Everybody plays a role in it, bro. Under that Damu umbrella, everybody get it cracking. Ain't no hood bigger and harder than the next, because somebody can go over somebody's set and smack one of their G homies when they reputables, and niggas gonna be cool about a year from now. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, we shouldn't be glorifying which section can kill the most black men.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. But that's not what we're saying. It's just a topic of discussion.
But that's what being a rider is. That's what being, you know what I'm saying?
But all I'm saying is, it's like this, bro. You talk about seasonal, and I'm talking about consistency. Who has been one of the most consistent blood hoods throughout history of Damu, bro?
Man, you can't say one hood has. You can't do that, because everybody getting it cracking in. You know, and you go to anybody who'll get it cracking, niggas gonna double back.
You ain't trying to get a credit where the credit is due, big dog.
I'm speaking from
consistently being stomped down riders, no matter what, since we started from the Green Jackets, bro. It's gonna be
well, that's your belief system, brother. We from two different generations.
Two different sides. But listen,
and I've been through it. I've seen it. I know what I'm talking about.
Popeye, I went to Morningside with a lot of y'all. Lil Munchie B, ask Lil Munchie B about me, bro.
See, you naming dudes that wasn't even of my caliber in that lifestyle when I was in there.
I'm not talking about Big Munchie. I'm talking about his homie, his little homie.
Neither one of them.
Yeah, Papa a little older than them brothers.
No, I get that of the same caliber. I get that though, but I'm just saying, bro. I had the luxury of going to Morningside with y'all, bro. I done fought a couple of your homies, bro.
My generation of my generation of homies. Let me be honest with you. This is not to glorify, because the brother's right. The other brother, I forgot. Before I continue, what's the brother name that's on here with us?
Johnny Boy.
Johnny Boy, it's nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you as well, man.
We got my other partner on here too, man.
That's what I was talking about. My bad. What's the brother name?
He said just call him number one.
Yeah, okay. Number one.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you, brother.
Hey, but look, pause just real quick. Man. Hey, they saying that we're getting off topic and they don't want to glorify.
No, I want to just say one thing before we switch gears real quick. I just want to say the brother's right about the genocide on the black on black, right? And this is what I'm going to tell you. We talk about Johnny Boy. We talk about two different generations, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because my generation, like I said, I'm not trying to glorify nothing, but man, most of my homies got life. It's done. Bogart, Red Flag, Termite. I could name a handful of niggas, two handful of niggas. Dead and gone, life without life, Tiny Buntry, 52 to life, 7 like my generation is a totally different generation. Everybody's gone. So it's like these dudes were doing that stuff. So to answer your question, you know, in that life, you know, to me, everybody in that time was going, but you know, that doesn't make it right. But you came up in a different generation when it was watered down, bro. On our side,
you're right, and I'm only speaking for what I seen. I'm just saying from what I seen in my era of the early 2000s, bro. Y'all wasn't doing it like how we was doing it on the east side, big
No,
dog.
we ain't gonna say it like that. See, the thing is, because that's gonna take it somewhere else. Hey, what we can all agree on is every set got every set got riders, every set got marks, suckers, and all that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But we don't want to take it anywhere else, and we don't want to make it exclusively about gangs. You feel what I'm saying? What the Damus did last night, it set a precedence, and I pray to God that other hoods, whether Crip or Hoover and all this and all that, they can follow the same.
Can I say something?
Thing that the Pirus put down last night? Yes, sir. Say anything.
Man, listen. That shit was trash. They cannot rap. Hey, look. I was like, they should have came with some. Listen. No. I get what you saying. Let me land real quick. I feel like for the representation and what they was pushing, because we're not gonna go into the gang shit, but from my point of view, from me standing out in the crowd looking in, they should have went harder. Because the Damu Riders was way harder than what the fuck they did last night. And I'm like,
no, but they weren't trying to get up there and they wasn't trying to get up there and resurrect the Damu Riders.
But that would have created problems in the streets. I respect that, you know, they trying to bring together. I see what you're saying, but my opinion on far as the music, they should have went harder than that. Come on, man.
Yeah, YG did his thing. Game was kind of giving a lackluster performance, but he was just happy to be there. He didn't really care about winning. He didn't really care about winning. He got drunk as a motherfucker, showed mad love to his homies, and did what a big homie is supposed to. That's kind of like out of his prime. So he did what he was supposed to.
Tell yeah, we can't hear him.
No, I can hear him.
Man, everybody can hear me. Hey, nah, the Damus, the Pirus, homie, they did their thing last night. You got to salute that. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You can't hear us.
Nah,
I think the generation thing was off, like Game and YG was like two different generations. If it would have been like RJ and YG, it would have been a little bit more even.
Yeah, okay.
You talking about in regards to the song selection?
Yeah, songs.
Righteous.
Like Game got hits, but it's for the earlier part of the 2000s. You know what I'm
saying?
Right.
You right on that. I can see you you're able to compartmentalize. You right on that. So RJ would have been
So can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we totally hear you, brother.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, the dude that did a song with this is kind of like switching gears a little bit, but dude from PJs is raw and he got talent. The little youngster that was rapping with YG.
Yeah, Pay Gotti.
Now he got talent.
Okay.
He got talent, and he caught my ear, and I'm like, okay, and I even gave him a couple likes and comments because I want to see him blow up. He's tight, but that shit last night, man, was trash, man.
What was trash about it? Let's start there, because I think it was beautiful, and the reason why I say I think it was beautiful, us as black people, we got to use whatever we can to get together. It was black people there. It was Crips in the audience. Did nobody get shot? Did nobody fight? Did nobody come off as being disrespectful? It was an amazing time. The game had you know how they say, man, last night don't owe me a motherfucking thing. The game had one of those nights, man. That dude, man, he had an incredible night. He ain't trip on nobody. He ain't act ignorantly or none of that. It was an amazing time to see black folks come together, man.
Me.
I got to agree with Popeye, though. It wasn't it, man. It wasn't it. It was
okay, so
what
wasn't it about it?
Like I said, there's two different generations up there. Like two different, you know, they both Damus, of course, but Game and YG, their music is not resonating the same up there.
Okay, so number one, let me ask you this one. Let's compartmentalize though, and let's take it. We had the two best Damu rappers that we had the selection from, so we got to take our small victories in that though. So regardless of the music not being what it was, the environment and the unity is what we speaking on. Forget the music. Take the music about the equation.
About the entertainment.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the music. I'm just talking.
I'm just saying as far as the blacks coming together and showing people that black people can come together and it don't got to be no violence.
Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
I would love to see a blue version.
We definitely hear you. We can hear you. You can't hear I don't know what it is.
I want to hear because I want to reiterate on something that he got to say. If he got to say something, I like his opinion on shit too.
Man, why not reiterate with what they got to say?
I can see him moving, but I want to.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this though. Okay, if we're not gonna talk about the music, let's take the music out of the equation. You see, when the homies came and played that basketball game with the VSOP,
Right. Yes, sir.
you see how many moves it was out there, bro, and it was all love, no tripping.
Sir. Yes, sir.
That's what we talking about. We
Right.
talking about let's come together like that, where don't nobody gotta die and we can have a good time.
Righteous.
Yeah, that's all.
Because that
Yeah,
was
we
a
were just talking about the
continuation.
music, man.
That was a continuation of that Paru march that they did last year or year before last. That solidified that is peace amongst Parus and Damus and, you know, various parts of, you know, the city and the county of Los Angeles. It was monumental. The music is cool. You know,
we're pop out concert where the Parus and the homies was on stage together.
Right.
That's where we started at. And then you had the Paru walk.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, either way, man, I accept it as a victory for black men. You feel what I'm saying? Even though the game, even go ahead.
My bad.
Nah, go ahead, nigga.
Okay, even though we were supposed to, we came together, bro. We came together and it was beautiful on 3 different occasions, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we got to take those small victories because we don't get a lot of those.
Right.
We don't get a lot of time when you can have 500 motherfuckers in the crowd, bro, and don't nobody get hurt.
Righteous.
Yeah.
With Crips there.
You had
Crips on the stage and Crips in the audience. Nobody said the CRAB word. Nobody said the SLOB word. And it was love, man. And man, listen, man. Me watching that shit when I took the entertainment out of it, I'm like, man, this is fucking beautiful. This is what we need more of. You know what I mean? Game, he was there to have a good time, man. And that dude had a good time, man. He got drunk. He did a little dance and act like he was gonna eat some coochie on stage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's like you know, we the young niggas, but come through and he just gonna leave everything on the stage. He gonna leave it all on the floor, and we need those type of engagements, man. And I pray to God that God bless us to be able to do that again. You feel me?
Can I ask y'all this? You see how we was able to come together for music and entertainment. How come we can't do that for the Martin Luther King parade on the West Side, man?
It's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some work.
How come we can't put together something where it's like that and it's black love in Lamert Park, man, where it's real African Central?
Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
The reason why we can't do that is because we have people in positions of authority and getting these checks that has a vested interest in us beefing. Until you get brothers that's as sincere as we are on this panel, then we're not going to be able to reap those benefits. We're not going to be able to plant and reap those fruit because we have individuals that's in position of authority that's wicked.
Of course, you got to look at it like that. Those people that's working for that grid program, bro, they have the same incentives that the police have. The police don't want peace because the people stop going to jail. The funding stops.
Exactly my point.
And if the funding stops, they start running around in those nice new cars. Right. So they need bodies in jail to produce the money. See, whenever you're in a job, whenever you're doing a job where you get paid off of somebody else's demise, it's a fucked up position. So you can't want peace because peace for us mean taking food out of their family mouth. And before go ahead.
I apologize. I want to interject, man. It can't be no true unity, my opinion, until we start holding each other accountable for a lot of the shit that's going on.
Can I say this to agree with what you said? We need to be able to police our own communities. Can't no outside influence.
Policing our own community, that wouldn't work because us black people don't like to be told what to do by other black people. So
we gonna be told to do by some white folks though. Y'all always say black folks don't like to listen to other black folks, but when we go to jail, we gotta listen to white people.
Okay, so for example, right? I want to say this. I want to say this, right? For example, right? If for example, so we got the bounty hunters, top tier bloods on the east side, right? Then we got this little puny little blind little sucker on the west side. That's nothing, right? That's not a threat to nobody. That never ever was a threat. That boasts about shit that he's never done. Hold on, can you hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you.
That they got this little puny little ant with some big glasses that never been about nothing. That always want people to think because he's felt left out on things, so he wants to appear to be a part of something so bad that he has to lie about it. So you got the top tier East Side Bloods that is questioning these dudes over here. Like, why y'all not hold him accountable for the stuff that he's doing that's bringing attention not only to this, but to the black community, causing problems. And since he's the B team mayor, why don't people vote him off the island and get him?
I wholeheartedly agree with you, nigga. That is not a faithful representation for us because he has an invested interest in the demise.
Right.
So
that's where I'm at with it because on my journey.
First of all, listen, Papa, we need to strip that nigga that title, bro. That nigga's not no mayor or nothing. Who voted that nigga the mayor? Did they
listen? He put himself in that position, and he's proclaimed. We all know he's a joke, man. We all know that, but you got these squares that don't know anything about the lifestyle that accepts him on their platforms, and then they glorify him from a square point of view. And then it's a joke. And then, the dude is strategically smart. He knows how to play the game because it's all entertainment. But what I was gonna say was
can I ask you this real quick?
Go ahead.
Do you believe that if Big Munchie B was from any other Don moveset, would he have specifically at East Side? Say he was a Swan off the East Side.
Oh man, he would have whooped that nigga ass, man.
I'm just saying, that name that he has on the West Side, on the East Side.
The thing is, his daddy from Swans, right? His daddy.
But would he have had that name and that profound claim off the East Side? It's easier to get notoriety on the West Side because the West Side, you may have had some niggas that's like, from the stories they tell, they said they was having parties, the Crips was having parties, and they like Munchie coming, and everybody will leave.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
That's crazy.
Let me high school story, man. I went to Washington, man. That shit's been crazy.
Hey, I went to Washington too. Look. Let me just say this. Look. Your eyes sit right in front of your face, right? Look at him. He has not changed since he was 15 years old, bro.
Exactly. He's a grown man.
No, really look at him. This dude
have major squabbles because he mad thin, boy.
Bro, listen, he ain't got no squabbles. If you listen to one of his stories on the podcast, he said he squabbled somebody that put him on his pockets. I'm from over there. He's been getting put on his pockets.
Yeah, of course.
He don't got no squabbles. He's not a project nigga, man. He ain't got no squabbles, bro.
Let me tell you this, though, to agree with what you just said, bro, about the nigga squabble, bro. My step pops from East Coast told me this. Rest in peace, Big Worm, 68th Street. He said them gunners that go to jail. He said them gunners that go to jail when it come time to go to jail and you got a squabble. He said them gunners be apologizing they be having a whole long hit list because niggas be putting them on their pockets.
Let me tell you something. He's not a gunner, bro.
Okay. Regardless on that, I'm just saying. Listen to what you just said, though. You said the nigga been getting put on his pockets. Now I didn't heard that Foley story. Hold on, I didn't heard that Foley story 16 years ago, bro. 2010 was when I first heard it.
Right.
So I could believe that the nigga got knocked out because he can't fight, and they did what they did to the boy.
Bro, listen.
Got out and possibly got some retaliation, so nobody want to talk about it because when they talk about what they did to him, they got to talk about what he did to them.
Look, I'm a YA baby. Listen to me. I'm a YA baby, right? You had to been on your workout.
Come on.
Because you was a reflection of your enemies and you was a reflection of your comrades, which was other Dom moves. And you only as weak as your weakest link. Then you got the Mexicans trying to test you. You gotta smash them. No disrespect to the Mexicans, but in that environment, when they get the trip and you gotta put it down. And you better put it down because 9 times out of 10, you're not getting no head up. So I was on my workout. I've been on my workout. I'm 270 now, right? I've been on my workout since the halls. I already knew the rules to it. Not only was I with the street shit, but in jail, I was gonna be able to hold my own because I wasn't finna be embarrassed in there. So the thing is I know this cat. He was never like that. I sit back and laugh like people are so stupid. Nigga, not no real, K, ain't gonna sit up there and get on the internet and proclaim about unsolved shit that they've done. Never. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
Ever.
Papa, you went to Washington too, man. You know how the Crips give it up out there.
I
Since
went
the
to Washington.
70s, that's been the Crips school. I can't
Man,
see no thin dude
listen.
getting in those bleachers and just doing that.
Look. It's a joke. He found some reject from 111 that got on there and was proclaiming some bullshit. Listen, I went to Washington Preparatory High School. I was on A track, right? And I was on C track at one point in time. Listen, them East Coasters, them 60s, them CB4s, them 4FPs, nigga, they up there. The Raymonds, that was an all Crip school. Nigga, wasn't no Bloods going there.
Been.
Of course.
And that generation with Crips is what made me a hard blood. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga, they showed me for real how to get your bang on, and they was Crips. And I seen how they got down. That's how I knew.
You from Inglewood? You familiar with
Inglewood?
No, you from Inglewood. You familiar with Officer Rankin?
I know about, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you not believe in your heart or somewhat believe that Munchie could have got that man promoted by the information he was giving up?
For sure.
Dang.
For sure.
Thank you.
You know something that I don't know.
I ran into Officer Rankin in 2007, bro. On me, he grabbed me by my neck, bro. This is a black man. He grabbed me by my neck and told me he was gonna smash my face into the brick wall, man. If I look back at him. Munchie doing a podcast to where he praising this nigga, talking about shout out to Officer Rankin, who's now a
never.
Let's talk about it.
Hell no.
Let's talk about it, man.
That's next level. Hey man, I shout out Crips, Bloods, Pyrus, GDs, Vice Lords, anything that's this. Ain't getting no motherfucker shouting out no police. Not even the police that told me that they were conspiring to take my life. I'm not about to get out here and that's kind of wild right there.
Hey, look. When I hit the 4-yard at Centinela, man, you guys won't believe this. The first person that came to my cell and gave me a phone, homie, to use to call my people was from Block Crip, a nigga named Blue.
I believe.
And I was like, he came up there. He was like, well, what's up, my nigga? Woo, hollered at me, slid me the phone. Was like, man, don't trip, man. Call your people, man. Let them know you hit the yard. It was a keyway. And as I did my time and work my points down to the lower levels, I started to like all these brothers that was from other gangs. I started to get familiar with them. That was my enemies.
All right.
And that was my so-called enemies. And that's what changed my perspective on everything. That's when I knew that I had it wrong.
They wasn't really your enemies. So let me ask you Let me ask you this. We just talked about being able to police our own communities and black people coming together, right? How come, and I ain't been in prison before, as everybody know, bro. I done been to the county about 15 times, bro, on some bullshit. But I haven't been in prison. But when I hear brothers on them level 3 yards and them level 4 yards coming together, when it's time to get popping on other races and they come together. So you might be back, a bounty hunter might be back to back with a Grape Street, and they got to look out for each other. So how come we able to do it in jail, but we can't do it on the streets?
But it's a lot of brothers that is doing it on the streets. It's a lot of brothers that is doing it on the streets. It's just a lot. Generations are different. You got the younger generations that don't know nothing, they ain't been nowhere, that are misled. You know what I'm saying? But you got
to cut off them cancers. Like I was telling Bob BA, we got cancers that don't want to see the peace. We got cancers that don't want to see our kids grow.
I'm not saying for purposes of this internet, I'm not promoting any violence or trying to have somebody point, and go towards somebody. But on as a Damu perspective, niggas need to remove him off the internet and hold this dude accountable and start with him. Once somebody make a demonstration, then people gonna follow suit, because what's a universal language? What's a universal language? Fear. Fear is a universal language, right? Fear is a universal language. So once somebody or some group of people lay a demonstration down, and I'm not talking about violence, but however they want to say or take it. Once somebody, get that dude, hey man, you wrong for this. You know you a phony. You know you a fake. Get up out of here, dude. You can't come around no more.
then things will start changing because people will see now, okay, the Don Moves is holding their people accountable. Now the key waves and key like this Crip Mac dude, whatever, dissing the Hoovers, get him out the way. Man, look, get him out of here, you clown. You silly boy. You know what I'm saying? This and that's when things will change.
Of course.
Hey, I just want to interject just real quick. The reason why we can do it in the pen and not do it on the streets is because we have structure. In the pen, we have discipline, we have accountability, we have boundaries, and we have respect. When you come out here to the streets, a lot of these dudes that's in a position of authority in these communities, some of them are co-opted, some of them are compromised, and some of them is in bed with Los Angeles Police Department. Some of them have a vested interest in a community staying in a state of despair, whether they're dealing narcotics, because once we begin to revolutionize these communities, change these communities, certain stuff that used to be tolerated ain't tolerated. Hey, cuz, say my nigga, she 14, homie, get up out her face. That's the accountability that we're bringing as well. Hey, no, nigga, take your ass home, nigga. Before I whoop your ass and take you down into Miss Billy and tell her why I whoop your ass. That's the type of accountability that we have in the hood now when we are structured and we're holding each other accountable and we are holding the cancers in the communities accountable. But this is the thing. The Los Angeles Police Department and the federal government, the FBI, has done such a remarkable job with implanting certain people in position to where it's hard to get them out of the position, because if you challenge them, they can either late night somebody get cream, you get your noodles knocked, don't nobody know who did it. But if you challenge them, they're using the police to come and holler at you, or they using a few $1,000 to get one of the little homies to slide up on you and get noodle. And then a lot of communities we have seen a righteous homie come from a 4-yard and get chipped, and they say, oh, he was a bully. Nah, he wasn't a bully. Because he came out here telling the little homies what was right. No, you ain't about to be hanging around us, around this, that, and third. But what he was doing was holding these sucker-ass niggas accountable. And a sucker-ass nigga had an ignorant-ass nigga to go blow his motherfucking brains out. So that's why we're able to coincide and move as a force in these penitentiaries and not on the streets.
So if brothers don't want to try that approach, you know what I'm saying, then we need to try a different approach. If nobody want to get their hands dirty or be hands-on, then let's try a different approach. Let's start handing out jobs to the young people and have their mind head in a different direction. Because once they start touching some money, some real money, now they got different perspective, different goals, and different opportunities. Right now, a lot of the problems are stemming from money. You got people, robbing and got to sell some. You got to hustle, however you got to hustle, and I get it, boosting and whatever. But there has to be a different approach since nobody wants to be hands-on with certain people. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to. I obviously don't nobody want to go to jail. And then the people we may approach the little Ant-Man. If we come at him, he might want to do something where a nigga forced to do something to him, and now you in the situation. So I get it, but just try a different approach with the youth.
It's politics. It's politics. If we want to collectively change something, we have to learn politics. Me and my community, I was a part of the Watts Neighborhood Council. And when I became an elected official, the police could no longer treat me in a fashion that they treated my homies, because I'm an elected official. You understand what I'm saying? I'm learning the laws. I'm learning the regulations. I'm learning how, the codes, what you can do and what you cannot do. Once we get more individuals like us into those political positions, then we can start changing the dynamics of the community. Long as our people is in a state of ignorance and the only politics that we know is gang politics that's strangling the community, then we're going to continue to be in a state of the state of despair. Somebody has to have aspiration to be a city councilman, an assemblyman, potentially the mayor. We have to start learning the real politics, because we cannot heal the hood by the same poison that destroyed it. We just can't. When we can unalive a whole lot of people now, all you did just start these civil wars inside of these individual gangs, and the people who are getting money from intervention and prevention, the police is gonna fancy them over the poor righteous teachers saying, "Oh, homie, we got to change this and we got to stop it." Hey, hold on real quick. Is it true that Rich Rabbit is the one who said Mexicans that don't want to use nigga is a racist? What the fuck? Is there any validity to that? Rich Rabbit, is there any validity? That's what I'm saying. Baby Taz says Rich Rabbit is the one who said any Mexican that don't want to use nigga is a racist. But hey, Rich Rabbit, is you still here, man? Because we got some questions for you.
Hey, Rich Rabbit. He was catching a buzz for a minute, man. I was like he was throwing people music in the trash, but that stupid shit he just said right now, I got a question.
Yeah,
No,
like,
we don't know for sure if he said it though.
Okay, you know, all right.
Yeah, we don't know if he for sure said it. Bando for Life said, man, Silly Rabbit is a lame fool. So one of his homies is saying that. So Bando for Life said he's an embarrassment. Rich Rabbit, man, we need to have a conversation with you, man. Because that's my little nigga. I don't know if y'all know, but I got a lot of love for the little nigga, man. That's my little partner, man, on the real.
Yeah,
hey, no, he catching him
on the internet.
Oh, you seen him on the internet too?
Yeah.
You talking about with the throwing people music in the trash?
Yeah, like even before that, I was intrigued by his whole story. Just anybody that's black from the South Side set, you know what I'm saying? I'm intrigued by that.
Rich Rabbit said he was trolling. Hey man, you gotta stop trolling like that, big dog, little bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He do a lot of that too, bro.
He got a lot of people ready to fight him, man. Hey, Rich Rabbit just pissed off the dude from PDL, Big Hit.
Pissing people off on the internet, bro. That make him look like a clown in the Yo, switch him. That make a nigga look like a clown, bro, and that's why they be getting on his head, bro. Like you saying
think,
shit.
You think Rich Rabbit throwing people music in the trash make him look like a clown?
Hey, look,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't watch the dude content, but what I'm saying is people be saying he do this and he do that and he like flip flop. I'm just saying like to troll. I wouldn't want to get on the internet to just make enemies, bro.
So you saying he pulled the music back out the trash and say, I mean, that might be his. Look, I believe he speaks for a lot of people when he throw their music in the trash because I believe a lot of that shit is junk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? I'm not even talking about the music aspect though. I'm just talking about I just don't want to get on the internet and just make enemies, bro.
But that's his signature. I don't think he really means
that's
harm.
his signature.
I think he just being like, doing a poll for the people because a lot of us agree with him.
Okay.
And
I agree with him. Hey, no disrespect to Big Hit, but Big Hit music it doesn't resonate with me. It just don't. I don't know exactly. That's all I'm saying. So Rich Rabbit is actually saying some shit that a lot of people want to say.
Different generation.
But look at it this way, though. Imagine doing all that time and getting out, and your son is the #1 producer.
Right. Right. 100.
Hey, don't put the big homie down. Hey, don't put the big homie down. He still got it.
We ain't heard it yet. We ain't heard it.
Neither have I.
But yeah, shit. And I'm gonna always give credit where credit is due. Matter of fact, CJ Mack just dropped a cold cut with Ice-T. And to me, it was fire. It was a good song. I probably shouldn't have said that because now Rich Rabbit gonna throw it in the trash. Hey man, Rich Rabbit be having dudes really want to fight him, man. Big Hit was like, yeah, man, what's your address? I'm gonna come and whoop off in your whoop.
They gonna come deep.
Hell no, man.
Hey, no bullshit though. All bullshit aside, I know I said it earlier, but that the little youngster from PJs is the one to look out for, homie. He the next big name out of LA. He is raw and he knows how to rap. I like his music. Him and the little brothers from Swans, S-Dot. Look out for both of them. They making
music out, but I didn't see him on the interview. I got to check his music.
They making waves. I just hope that I pray that they bless and they stay focused and God watch over them and they prosperous in their music, man. Because these brothers, I like their music and they got potential. Seriously.
I know this is kind of outdated, but I gotta ask you: are you a fan of Shaka Raka?
You talking to me?
Shaka, man.
Yeah, Papa, are you a fan of Shaka Raka?
I don't think I heard. I don't remember who that is. I might have heard that music. Don't remember.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm a fan. That's the code. That's the code. That's the code. Sitting on the motherfucking 8-4 block. I'm just a hustling motherfucker watching out for the cops. Man, that's my shit right there. He got some cold cuts. Then he got that cut with Compton AD. Yeah, man. Hey, Shaka Raka, but he older though. He like he a little older than us. You feel what I'm saying? But you just brought up the Swans, and I just wanted to give them an honorable mention with Shaka Raka because I haven't heard S-Dot yet, but I'm gonna most definitely check him out though.
You know who surprisingly got some talent? Surprisingly got some talent, but they just need to do a little more. You know, dude from the 40s, that little he be doing storytell raps. He's pretty good. He actually ain't nothing young. Runner pretty good, bro. Runner do his shit.
To me, he the best storytell rapper in Los Angeles right now.
Runner hard to the mother. I'll knock his shit in my car.
Yeah, most definitely. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got some of his shit on my playlist. I mean, what about y'all, man? Y'all throw some people out there that y'all listen to.
I like Snoopy badass music, man. I like that dude music, man. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to respectfully decline on that. You got Emo Shay, you got Bankroll J, you got out of my hood, you got D3. Like we got some rappers. Like we got some rappers that watch.
I really ain't gave an ear to D3. I mean, I listened to a little bit, but I gotta check it out. Cause for me, it's the energy. We got
Dirty Murph. We got Moso Goso. We got Freaky J.
Goso. Yeah.
We got Freaky J. Like we got some hitters. We got Killer Twan. Like niggas got some rappers out of Watts, bro.
Hey, I think my favorite niggas in one rapper was Dirty Murph. Rest in peace. That was my favorite coming out of the niggas. Yeah, Murph was cold. Rest in peace to Dirty Murph, man.
Rest in peace, Dirty Murph. I told Killer Twan, like, Dirty Murph got the bars. Like, Dirty Murph had bars, man.
Seemed like if he would have went the route of being a battle rapper,
super group, the Juvenile Committee. My young homies, man, they was like the NWA out of Watts, like in the 80s, man, the Juvenile Committee. Shout out to them. They was like the first group out of Watts with a major
I gotta check them out. The only group that I know out of Watts is OFTB and the brother from and the brothers from Circle City Piru, the light skinned dudes with the long hair.
Dino, man, they was the Watts gangsters. They had a big
yeah,
them the homies, man. I grew up with them.
Hey, I want to switch gears on y'all real quick, but it just came to my mind with some music and rap. Hey, look, I know this for sure. I was there. I talked to the dude, and it threw me off. You know how they say DJ Mustard is affiliated with the Blackstone?
Yeah.
That's a damn lie. I know for sure because it came out of his mouth when it's a story I can tell another time, but he told me he was from Schoolyard.
Schoolyard?
Swear to God.
DJ Mustard?
I swear to God.
Oh, you about to start some shit now, Papa?
Man, listen.
Ain't that like the same kind of area right there?
No, peep game. I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but YG was getting pressed in the club by some Grape Streets. They pushed up on him and they was finna whoop him. They was with a dude from Hoover. I pressed up. And I
remember hearing you tell that story,
bro. This is a true story, man. It's a true story. Yeah, that's why I'm disappointed in YG, man. I had his back when everybody else didn't. That's crazy, man.
I remember hearing you tell that story.
That's probably why he had so close ties to the Inglewood families, is because I went down for that 16 years right after that. This was 2010, I swear to God.
Hey, but there was some cats on the stage with him last night from Inglewood.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I started that. He was an 18-year-old boy. He just turned 18 when I saved his ass. That was his birthday party to Tooted and Booted. I swear to he know me for so. I had his phone number. And he was staying in Lancaster. The nigga was staying in Lancaster, bro. And he was in the studio. He was signed to CTE at that time. I remember everything. And DJ Mustard was a little DJ nigga. That's all he was. And he was his DJ. And he hopped off the stage and I'm like, oh, you a Damu too? And he like, nah, I'm from Schoolyard Crip. I swear to God, on everything I love. I'm not, man, I ain't got to lie on nobody. And now when I see it, I'm like, damn, he claiming, I mean, I heard him claim nothing, but everybody's associating him with the Blackstone.
I mean, Baby Taz says DJ Mustard from Yards. Mustard is from off Stevely, Papa. I don't know what Stevely is.
Man, listen, he told me out his mouth that he was from Schoolyard. Now, was he lying? I don't know, but he told me from Schoolyard. I was like, "You a Damu?" I asked him, "Was you a Damu too?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm from Schoolyard." I'm telling you, he a little short nigga, a little short fat nigga. I'm telling you.
I mean, both things could be true. What if he is from Schoolyard and he just cool with the BPSs because the West Side be knowing the West Side?
It could be just like
Can we agree that 5 times change? He definitely
bro.
Oh
People,
yeah, that's
listen,
BTS
listen.
for sure. Hey, somebody
Listen.
said his brother from somebody said his brother from schoolyard.
Man, I ain't making. I don't lie. I don't get on here. I don't get on here.
Listen to what I was about to say though. Can we not agree
Okay, go
on
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe Popeye, man.
Yeah, I don't get on here. I don't get on making nothing up. Just like when I was in Lancaster with Black Sam and niggas was swearing up and down, he not from 60s. That's on everything I love. He from 6'0". And he banged on me, and him and his homie, we was finna squabble it. He from 60s. It's like I done been around a lot of these guys. I call it what it really is. People be like this nigga Munchie. He's not what he is. I'm calling it. I grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be like that because if you don't.
Because the homie just said his brother from schoolyard. So 2 things can be true though. Because you know on that west side they get a little tricky with purpose, especially amongst those Belizeans. The black Kingstones will have a Belizean, the 20s will have some Belizeans, the 30s, the 40s, the 60s, they'll all be Belizeans, and them niggas will be relatives.
Man, that was DJ Mustard. That nigga hopped off the stage and he was like, because he was asking me, do I rap? And I was like, nah, I don't rap. Because I didn't get DJ Mustard number, I got YG number. Because after I pressed the issue with him, you know what I'm saying, on the Gray Streets and the homie from Hoover, I didn't know it from Hoover.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said his brother was from it, so that's possible.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't making
somebody else said that they heard that he was
there.
from schoolyard too.
Bro, I was there, bro. I went there. Look, I had man, listen, I don't want to say it like this. But I saved YG, my nigga. And for him not to give me a shout out and all that, that's not cool, bro. I saved that nigga. I'm gonna keep it G. Because then nobody have his back. For real, did nobody have his back? I had his back, nigga. I was back to back with him. Them Great Streets was tripping.
Why was the Great Streets tripping on him?
Man, all I know was me and 2 of the homies is up there. Like 5 little homies couldn't make it up there to the club. And so I looked over there. He hopped off the stage. He in the crowd. And all I know was they got him pressed up against the wall. And I tell the homies, I'm in like a pillar. And I tell the homies, like they own him. And then I push over there by myself because I looked at it as an opportunity to get on, right? I'm like, okay, you know, if I help this nigga might blow up, nigga, I could probably get on. You know what I'm saying? So I push over there and all I hear them saying is, cuz you wasn't banging at the 10. You wasn't banging at the 10, cuz. You wasn't banging at the 10. And the nigga was like, he was like, yeah, I was banging. He was like, nigga, no, you wasn't, cuz. And the nigga had hazel eyes with grapes tatted on his cheek. And it was a dark-skinned nigga where they was kind of tall, but YG kind of tall too. And they was pressing him. And I pushed up over there like, get up off of him, nigga. This my folks, nigga. And I didn't even know YG.
I'm just curious to know. Can I just ask an out of the box question? And I don't mean no disrespect, Papa.
Go ahead. This is
us. This is us. You know, this is all us. This is all us. You feel me? My platform is ours. But I gotta ask you this. Yeah, we at the round table. I gotta ask you this because you say that you went there in hopes of getting on, right? That's what you said.
No, I didn't say that. I said,
am I the only one that heard that? He said, man, let me go up there. I can potentially get on, right?
No.
Blow up, he might put me on.
You want to be in the entourage of security or something. You know?
Exactly. So did you say that or you didn't say that? Let's establish that.
Let me give you clarity.
No, wait. Before the clarity, I just want to know, did you say that or you did not say that?
You can't ask me, did I say that or did I say it? Because my words is being kind of like misconstrued, misunderstood.
No, that's what you said. I can't quote you verbatim. I'm a paraphrase. You said 5 of your homies couldn't make it up there.
Clarify.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, please. Let me land because you hard on the river, man. You hard on.
I'm just curious. Go ahead.
No, look. I'm gonna give you clarity. I didn't go to the show to get put on. I went to the show for entertainment, to get out. We all went out.
Okay.
But when I seen him getting pressed, I took that as an opportunity to get on.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to ask you. Was that your only incentive for helping him? Not because he was a black nigga in trouble or B-Dog that was in trouble. Just you had the incentive if he makes it as a rapper and blows up.
They tell him Popeye was bold.
Hey, the truth, I tell no lies. The truth is, it was more of that reason than any reason. But it was more of the put on reason than any reason. However, he still was a homie, and I used that as an opportunity to get in.
Okay. Two things.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified, because your original statement, it made it seem like you were going to the show to get put on. Then I was going to ask you, did you sick the grape streets on him and stage that so that you get?
Hey, that would be some clever shit to do, though.
Crazy,
I didn't think of that one. I didn't think of that one. That was smart.
But I'm glad you clarified, though.
Yeah.
Hey, so why was they pressing? Why was they pressing him? Because they saying that TTP versus Grape Street was a thing back in the day. Oh, so he was beefing back in the days.
I didn't know that. I thought
they was beefing with the Fruit Towns.
Man, they had YG, nigga. These niggas mean business. They was in his face, press and play, nigga. And I don't know why they didn't do them, but they was there. I'm telling you. And then they had a big ass nigga from Hoover that was with him, and he pressed me. And when he pressed me, that's when I turned to him. Was like, I'm like, you from Hoover? And he like, yeah. And at the time, the Hoovers fuck with the IS, we fuck with the Hoover. So I came up out the shirt a little bit to show him my tattoos. Like, nigga, I'm from IF. Look, you know what I'm saying? We fuck with y'all. These your people? He like, yeah. I'm like, man, tell them to get up off of like,
y'all ain't about to get me in trouble, man. Hell no. Y'all gotta ask the questions to see if he see him. I ain't gonna do it.
Hey, let me ask you this, Popeye. What did YG do when they was pressing?
Man, listen, this ain't no lie. The nigga held his own. He held his own. He was like, he wasn't like, nah, I don't bang. He like, nigga, I am Pyro. Nigga, he did not one time fold, but he wasn't gonna win that. He wasn't gonna win that by himself. I'll tell you that. He was gonna get smashed.
Niggas don't give a fuck if you won. Did you get out?
Man, that nigga held his own, man. I can't put no sweat on that man.
Okay, so let me ask you this though, because
but
like I said,
I had his back though. His back though. They still was pressing play. The only reason why they got up off of him is because I hollered at. I was like, man, leave at first. All right, look. You can't pick no hoes. Can't nobody listen. Look, check me out. I tapped old boy in the chest from Grape Street. Like, man, hey, leave him alone. This my people, right?
Okay.
They looked at me like, nigga, get up out of here, right? That's what they did. They looked at me like, you know how nigga glance at you like, nigga, get up out of here and go back and looking at the nigga they talking to. That's how they was, and this and that. I was like, nigga, I said, leave him alone, nigga, like that, nigga. And then that's when the nigga from Hoover, he stepped in, like, Gru, where you from? And I'm like, you from Hoover? And he like, yeah. And I'm like, that's my IF, man. This my people, nigga. Tell these niggas, these your folks. He like, yeah. I'm like, tell them, leave him alone, nigga. He was like, man, he tapped them niggas. They backed up off of him. That's when I stepped into YG, was like, hey, my nigga, I'm whoopty whoop my IFG. You know what I'm saying? This and that, whoop. Then the little homies, they downstairs, they got the blowers, nigga. What you want to do? You want to bust on these niggas or what? He like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, well, let me get your number. Let me fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So he put out his phone. He pointed. I was like, let me get your number. He pointed again. I looked down. He had his number in the screen on the phone. I took it down. I called it. That's when DJ Mustard hopped off the stage. Now he come over there talking about some. And I'm like, yeah, you a Damu too? He like, nah. I'm like, man, he like, you rap? I'm like, nah, this and that. And then their security guard came over there. The security guard was their limo driver. Whole ass black nigga. And then they said, look, come on, man, we gotta go. And they left. And I called him the next day.
Got you. But I say this to say that. Because you said when the niggas from Grape originally got him, they said he wasn't banging at the 10.
That's what they told him.
That's what they told him. Listen, Popeye, listen before you talk, because you can't hear me if you're talking. They originally
my bad.
Gang banging at the 10. But it's a story that goes, YG used to be a skateboarder. YG did not start gang banging until his later years. So YG, he probably was not gang banging.
That's not my business. That's not my business whether he was banging or not. My business was to tell y'all the story what happened.
I'm just saying both things can be true. So maybe those niggas did know YG from back in the day when he was a skateboarder.
But all I am is a messenger. I'm telling you the story, what happened. I say the nigga ass. Because regardless of the fact whether he was banging or not, they was finna smash the nigga. If I hadn't told the nigga from Hoover, because they wasn't listening to me, if I hadn't told the nigga from Hoover and I was pressing him as well, I was finna get out with them with him. But the nigga from Hoover ultimately got them to back up off of him because they came together. So
okay, so let me ask you this, Peter, because you just told the nigga from Hoover you was cool with the Hoovers, right? And he gave him a pass. And then you turn around to YG and say, let's go bust on these niggas.
Cause I was a grimy nigga at the time. I was with that. That's why I'm telling you a whole nother generation. I was a whole nother generation. I'm telling you. I'm a whole nother generation from these niggas. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, niggas. That Munchie nigga ain't real, nigga. I was a whole nother nigga. And it was an opportunity too.
I just like to ask questions, man. I'm like, damn, y'all agreed that the nigga was like, oh, are you from Inglewood families and we cool with the Hoovers? Then you like, you want to go bust on them niggas? Like, damn,
man, listen, at the time, you got to realize something. I'm being honest with you because we all don't really know each other. I know Ye somewhat, you know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, bro, I had a past. I was somebody. I lived a certain kind of lifestyle. I got 16 years right after that. I went to prison for 16 years like a month later. I was very active in the streets. I was cutthroat. I was in that life. It took me years to finally get to own myself and own my own thoughts and finally get it together. And I don't see things that way no more. But at the time, I was an opportunist. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain. But the
nigga, you don't know me somewhat, nigga. We very familiar with one another, homie. You like my kinfolk.
I don't mean it like that.
I know you somewhat. Man, we done been out here chilling and all this, and me and my brother, we had a disagreement. And we settled it like man, and it was over with. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't do no shady shit to me. I ain't do no shady shit to him. It's like having a disagreement with your cousin, or in his case, you know, my buzzing. And we did what we did, and we let that shit be. So if you don't know me and I don't know you, that's deeper than somewhat, big dog. Just wanted to clarify that.
I didn't mean that.
That was honorable, Munchie. You know what I'm saying?
That's my little nigga.
That y'all got that. You know,
that's my little nigga.
I didn't gang bang, but I grew up in boxing and grew up boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think Popeye meant though, he knows you more than he knows us on the panel.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I apologize. Yeah. I didn't mean nothing for that.
Entrepreneur, you know?
Yeah. But
this is my partner, man. That's my motherfucking partner right there.
On everything. You my brother. You my brother. That's what you are. But I just had to clear the air with that. I do know the nigga YG. I mean, I don't know him. I saved his ass and I couldn't even get a shout out or nothing. That's fucked up. And the nigga know for sure he know me. For sure, he was there. He know who I am. And then, you know, the same like I said with Black Sam. Black Sam is from 60s. I was finna squabble Black Sam in Lancaster. He was tripping. He banged on me.
But I see I ain't gonna go into that part. But I just heard Black Sam is like a tuna like.
No, not at all. Not at all. Listen,
he take his fades with the 6-0 enemy.
Let me say this.
He was just a businessman.
Look, he's a businessman now. He's always been a hustler. He's a professional businessman now. Let me tell you something. I'm from that side. I done seen Black. I'm not gonna say I caught him slipping because I ain't gonna put no target on my back, and that's not what it is. But I've been sliding down Crenshaw back before I went to prison. And seeing him coming out some apartments on Florence by like 71st, 73rd, and Crenshaw on our side.
I know
coming out.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Where the just before the street turned down Crenshaw, just before it kind of curved right there.
When you go up Crenshaw and Florence, and you go towards Inglewood, look to your left side. It's some apartments on the other side of that 7-Eleven. I done seen him coming up out of there, broad daylight, moving fast, right? And then. But hold on, I'm just saying I done seen him over there before Nipsey was getting all famous like he was. And then on top of that, I hit the pin and he banged on me because I had eye busters on my forearms. They were big and he seen them and he was like, cuz. And him and his homies like, where you from? I'm like, my IF. He like, let's roll the 60s. And we hop up and square off. And that's when it's finna go down. But the nigga banged on me, homie. And I know for sure that was Black Sam because I know who he is. And then on top of that, he did some content. And he was like, yeah, when I was in Lancaster on B Yard, that's the reception yard. That's where we was a level 4 reception yard. It's the same yard I was on in building 2. He was the porter. And he was the porter. If you play the content back, he even said it. And I that's how I knew for sure it was him. I'm like, and the nigga told me, he's like, my name's Sandman from 60s. That's what he told me. I was like, I don't know what they call you. He's like, they call me Sandman from 60s because he came to my door and he got at me on some black man shit.
Hey, well, listen, man. I don't mean to abruptly just interject myself. Hey, but can we schedule a time to do this again? I got to get off the thinner name, man. So can we schedule a time for us to
For
come?
sure, man.
Somebody.
Salute to all y'all, man.
Hey, man, salute, but don't leave us without giving us something before you go. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, one watch, baby. We all got,
One watch. Hey, but when can we do this again, man? Can we pick a topic and come on and politic at least once a week or as frequently as y'all choose to?
Yeah.
I feel like we got the chemistry, man. We agree to disagree. We don't disrespect each other, and we talk about some pertinent and relevant things, whether it's the game world, or just politics or whatever, man. I feel like shit. Let's do this at least once a week, once a month, or some shit like that, man.
Yeah, like
once
twice
a
or three
week,
times a
Friday
week.
get down.
So we can make it. We can make it on Friday. Get down.
On me, that's
Hey, I'm with that. I'm off on Fridays for sure. Just pick the topic, because there's a lot of topics that is interesting, especially this thing about the U.S. and Israel trying to join together. I ain't feeling that.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions I want to ask all three of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that I got for all three of y'all. Like my young hunter dude, you know what I'm saying? My herd dude, and my Inglewood family dude.
Hey, whenever you ready, man. Whenever you ready.
Even Sunday night content, if we can get in Sunday night before we start
Sunday
the week, I'm with that too.
Yeah.
It's whatever y'all want to do, man. Because I feel like we collectively have something that can put other people, out of what they doing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's substance here. It's substance here. It's something that's organic about our conversations and whatnot, man. Even how we transition from discussing the gang and who's deeper or who has more influence to something a little bit more relevant to us as black men, and to music and all this type of shit, man. We can be a well-versed platform like where we can talk about music, entertainment, war, geopolitics, potentially religion, the solar system. I don't know how y'all feel about that. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm a 5%er, so I ain't with none of that religion stuff. Y'all,
okay, but you can,
y'all guys to me. Peace to the guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure. Peace to the God. But the thing is this: you can offer us your perspective on why you do or why you don't agree with certain things, because a lot of brothers they hear about the 5%ers. Not only are you a 5%er, but what makes you more unique is that you a cat from Los Angeles that's a 5%er. Typically when we hear about 5%ers, they from New York. So that right there makes you unique.
We can definitely chime in on that, because there's a lot of guys that started off in Watts, man. Watts is I call it the Harlem of the West Coast, man. It's a lot of it. That's where it all came from.
So brother Akeem, I know I shouldn't even ask you that. I know brother Akeem.
Sure. That's my dude.
I already knew it.
Akeem, my dude.
Righteous, right.
Biggie God, all the guys over there.
Biggie God, peace to the God, man, on the reels.
Yeah, for sure. Them all my ox right there, man.
Righteous.
Yeah.
But say, man, hey, man, anybody want to give us something in closing, man? I don't want to just conclude it and everybody like, hey, man, we wanted more.
Well, let me say this. I appreciate meeting both of you brothers today, and it was a pleasure. And I appreciate you, and I'm down for this. I think that is a brilliant idea to get us on here and wise heads, speak and pour out to the community what's on our hearts and our minds. So yeah, I'm with that.
Real quick, Papa, are you down to get back into making film? Are you down for that?
For sure. I just gotta make time for it.
Because I know Johnny Boy may be down for that as well, right?
Of course.
That is there.
And let's feel though, cause I want you to get back on that movie stuff, my man. You the only dude that I know they got a movie about his life.
Hey, but look, I got some code. I got a script that I'm working on. I was supposed to develop with Bunny on a BJ, but it's called Afghanistan, and it's code.
I still want to do the Achilles story, man. I gotta do the
that's
Achilles
for sure.
story.
That's for sure. I was just talking about that. Like before we discuss it, I was talking about that with my brother.
I've been hollering at his people about that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck yeah, let's do it, man.
On me. Man. Hey, before I go though, I just want to say, man, like Popeye said, it was good to actually interact with you brothers, man. Y'all my older kin folks. Y'all sharpening me for this wild ride we call life. And then I just want hey, fuck no jumper, nigga. We can do this on our own. Nigga. We don't need that white plantation master, nigga. Fuck no jumper, nigga.
So before y'all leave, right? One day I'd like to have a conversation and get y'all opinion on, does a woman's body count have any significance to you in a relationship?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we gonna pause it. We gonna pause it. We gonna pause it. We gonna get into it, man. Because I know the chat, they want to know. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, the chat want to know. So
let's talk about it, man.
Man, we been on the motherfucker for 2 hours, and I got to go handle some business. I mean, we can come back in a few hours. It's whatever y'all want to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's bring it back.
Just
we gonna bring it back.
Text. Put us in the group text and just text us or whatever, and we all be on the court.
All right, for shake it out. Hey, we locked in, man. Hey, y'all take us away.
For sure. We already got it. We already know.
Hey, they're my partners right there, man. That was an amazing motherfucking podcast or broadcast, man. I'm excited, man. I want y'all to get more engaged, man. Come on the panel. Let's have intellectual conversations. Let's have organic conversations that these other platforms aren't talking about. How we was just talking about peace and what's the impediment that's keeping us from having peace in our communities. The next time we come back, man, we gonna talk about if count matters in a relationship. Y'all step and be blessed. Minister Play upon a Bobby WAJ. Too black, too strong. We all we need. We all we got. Let's live in peace before we force the rest. And all praise be to the Most High God and all power be to the people, man. That's my time. I'm gone. I'm engaged, homie. For Shigadell, I can dig it. Mike says, great build, Bobby. Appreciate you. I appreciate y'all as well. Kamika Willis says, what you saying at Frank? Raymond Scholes says, I will be there for sure. Pause it right there. There we go. We're going to pause it right there, man. We out of here, man. What's up, baby? It's shit, yo, baby. What's up, baby? It's shit, yo, baby. I'm screaming out, why saying they all go crazy? I'm a project, baby. You know I'm crazy. I fuck her so good, she be like, hold on, baby. Nigga, you old lady. It's my new baby.